Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Basic human rights, God, the Spirit, and me, and you. No organization. The truth needs only to be spoken and proven through the walking. If the people were told that Jesus was going to be doing some healings, and when they went out to observe it, and no healings or miracles took place, we wouldn't be talking about or worshiping Jesus today. So what it's all about, basic human rights for all people, full employment, housing for everyone, and it's free. Free education, free health care. It's time to claim your benefits. There is no current system in the known world where satisfaction, joy, and happiness is the result. Yet it is the result of basic human rights for all, and it is the promise. I just thought I'd share that with you, ladies and gentlemen, for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, considering what you have just heard, I'd like to continue it with this message. All human beings must have come from hell because they know nothing about heaven or about God. I'm sorry to say that, yet I'm glad to know that. With this truth, even you can see your and our vulnerability. We can see how we have been, and some still are, being used. You see, they lied to us. They got you hating. They got us hating our neighbors. They are lying and cheating that their way is the best way. They got you killing each other, fighting wars, because you are stoned out of your minds, doing just what others tell you to do, because you have no God. You are lost. They got you thinking that money is the answer. They got you slaving for it, in debt for the rest of your life. A few breaks, lunch breaks, a few vacations. Well, they make spaceships to search the universe. This, too, is your God. This is your also nightmare. With truth, your dreams may be real. You see, I wondered, there was a man who trusted someone, and out of that trust, they were deceived, tricked. They had something that was precious, gold. And so these people started finding ways to maneuver and get gold from those who had gold. Natives. And they would take the gold, and they knew they wanted to get all of the gold, but the natives were in the way. So they took the money that they had gotten and bought instruments, guns, things of war to wipe out. the natives if they couldn't con them out. And the part of the con was to say, why you're going to be threatened by some people who are now coming to this area. And so what you should do is just sell your land and just move on someplace else. And the younger people were thinking, the natives were saying, using our gold to buy our land. You've taken our gold, now you want our land, and you're going to use the gold that you've taken from us to give some of it back to us, our gold, for our land. Something seems to be awfully funny with a plan like that. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Humans use their labor, and they use free resources from God to produce all that humans need, all that humans want, and all that humans desire, only to hand it over to a system that robs them and give them handouts. You see, this message of truth I received and I pass it along to you. And it is as clear as January 6th and that committee's findings on MAGA. It is exactly what they were doing in the garden. It is exactly the role of nations today. And the findings have been made not just by this January 6th committee, though it has done a beautiful job. And I think the messages that I have been receiving has done just as clear a job in the spiritual realm about how to live as that has been about the problems that exist. They're just identifying problems. They are not giving solutions. Their message is, hey, this is what's happening. This is violation. This is how times have changed and we haven't paid attention to it. That's what they're saying. But what you're getting here is, yes, that's true. Now let us do this. The deceiver points fingers at others while stealing. Yet God will forgive those who followed it. And you will be forgiven when you stop following it. Not before. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.